So, hello everyone. I am officially back from vacation. It was an excellent vacation. To be fair, I did not want it to be over. But I am back from vacation. July readings for the Zodiacs will be going up on YouTube. Hopefully this week. I have a lot of stuff going on here in my own personal life, coming off of vacation. Some major life changes were decided, including my son being home permanently. So, I know. So, I'm doing a lot of rearranging around here and have my hand in a lot of other stuff in preparation of all of that. I know. I'm super excited. Hey. But yes, I am back from vacation. My private messages on Grace Aurora, my Facebook account, are completely backed up and being answered in divine time. July readings will hopefully be up by the end of this week. I do have some new stuff that's going to be coming out in the Etsy shop, my brand new Etsy shop. Anybody who gets anything and leaves reviews or favorites the shop, it is greatly appreciated. It's brand new, and having like one review is never good for a shop in general, right? Because people like to see the reviews, they like to see the stars and the ratings and all that stuff. So anybody who ends up getting into the products that I end up putting out there, including my new coffee cups. They've got my name and my little symbol on the back. I love them. They're also in the Etsy shop. I'm going to be doing a lot. I'm going to be doing a whole lot. But why I am here today is because of the cosmic energy. My twin flame, if y'all know, me and him are definitely opposites, okay? And he does not typically believe or understand any of this woo-woo cosmic stuff. He doesn't. So when he calls me up and says, what the hell is going on in the stars today? Well, if you must ask. So in case y'all are feeling like he is and needing some understanding because the energy is wonky as hell, this is to give you some clarity on what you might be feeling, why you are feeling that way, and what others are possibly feeling too. So this is the cosmic currency for today. But know that, of course, some of these major planets and things like that move much slower. And so there's time periods, right? It's not just today. It's a kind of transit of energy over the next several days, over the next week. Okay. I have it right here on my Astro Gold app on my other phone. So getting into this stuff, first thing to be made very aware of is the fact that the sun is coming into a trine with Neptune. Hey. The sun is coming into a trine with Neptune. Neptune is retrograding. This is a watery trine. We have the sun in Cancer and we have Neptune in Pisces. With Neptune retrograding, trining on the sun in Cancer, the light of the sun is trying to help you get in touch with this very divine inner nurturing energy. How can I love myself and others simultaneously, right? How does loving other people also love myself? It's trying to establish this understanding. Trining on Neptune retrograding, people are going back pretty far in what they feel and what they've done when it comes to other people and how those other people felt about them. There's a whole lot of reflection and it's very subconscious, which means it's not being consciously talked about. Anything being consciously talked about that's conscious mind is being brought into the consciousness, right? When we communicate and do things, it's conscious. When it stays inside of our minds, when our thoughts and our feelings stay inside, that's subconscious. So there's a lot of subconscious reflection that people aren't necessarily talking about, coming into this understanding of how they love themselves and others, and how they can shift how they love themselves or others to a more integrated win-win kind of situation, as opposed to it's good for them or it's good for me, right? Either I have to love myself and hurt them, or I'm doing what is best for them and it hurts me, like, because neither of those actually work. It's, okay, what's good for me and good for them, and how can I see past the short term and recognize the benefit of the long-term faith and belief in the goal that I have with these people, right? For my own life and their well-being. So there's a lot of wishy-washy energy, especially because the moon just passed over trans Pluto in Virgo. It's moving through Virgo. The moon in Virgo does not know what to do. It does not know what to do, and it misses things, okay? It misses details. So we're going through all of this inner reflection, right? All of this subconscious, not talking about what I'm thinking, not talking about what I'm feeling. That's you sensing, right? Let's give an example. That's you sensing something's off with someone, and you're like, hey, are you all right? You feeling okay? And they're like, oh yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, they're telling you they're fine, but you know dang right well something's going on underneath and they're just not talking about it. That's the kind of energy of today, right? Super wishy-washy. People do not know how to communicate this shit either, okay? Mercury just moved into Cancer, all right? Just moved into Cancer. Anything that does come out is going to be very emotionally based or feelings based. This is how I feel. This is how I feel. This is how I feel. It's not, well, I think this, or, well, this is the facts. It's, I feel this, right? Very feeling, communication orientated. Everybody is going to be in that place. It puts people in a very vulnerable place. And because people don't like being vulnerable, it's in the sign of Cancer, people want to go back into their shells and pretend they're not even feeling it at all. They don't want to be around people because people know when they say they're fine, it's bullshit. Okay, so people are going to be very retracted, and trying to pull their feelings out of them is probably going to be difficult. Okay, so we're all sensing shit below the surface. None of it is coming out. Lilith was going over the North Node today, and Juno is retrograding on the South Node. We're having a really hard time. People in general, right, are having a really hard time facing the reality of how they fucked themselves in the past with people who were truly loyal to them. Okay? That's where a lot of this deep subconscious reflection is going on. Especially because there's a yod between Apollon and Cupid, both retrograding, nailing on Admetos in Gemini. The facts of the reality is, there are people in our life who have always had the best intentions for us at heart, and we fucked them. People are realizing this, okay? They're thinking about it. What's wrong? Nothing's wrong. I'm fine. No, there's some shit that's going on under there, because people are realizing how their own behavior and their own selfish bubbles and their own, single vision, tunnel vision, I'm in pain, I don't see how I hurt other people, shit, hurt people they cared about. Because when people are in their pain body and they're so focused on their pain, they're not realizing that other people in their life are also in pain because of them being in pain and not healing it. Right? This can go with family relationships. This can go with co-parent relationships. This can go with across the board. Across the board, if you've got a chip on your shoulder or a wound, right, and your wound was bleeding out on other people, all you're worried about is the wound that's bleeding, and you're not realizing the mess it's creating on everybody else who is cleaning up the mess, right? People are starting to go back and realize they fucked up and created a much bigger mess than they originally thought. And it's all below the surface. It's all below the surface, and the sun in Cancer is drilling at it to come up. Be prepared for emotional floodgates. Be prepared for emotional truths. Okay, this especially while Mercury is in Cancer, very emotional, vulnerable truths, and people recognizing how they fucked up. People are recognizing how they fucked up. And just because someone didn't fuck up with you doesn't mean they didn't fuck up with somebody else in their past, and it's on their subconscious, and they don't want to talk about it with you because they don't want to burden you with their pain. See, that's the problem. They're in pain. They're reflecting on the pain to heal the pain, and because they don't want to burden you with it, you have to remember not to take it personal. Otherwise, them trying to block you from seeing their pain is going to hurt you if you take it personal. This person's not talking to me. I know they're lying to me. I know they're not fine. I know they're not telling me how they feel. Why won't they tell me how they feel? Don't they know they could trust me? Don't they know I love them? Don't they know I would never hurt them or judge them? It doesn't fucking matter. People don't want to talk about it. Right? People do not want to talk about it. This is where they're establishing recognition of their mistakes. People don't want to talk about it. It's hard. Especially because they made mistakes with people that loved them and had the best intentions for them. They fuck shit up. In hindsight, they're realizing how their own behavior patterns and their own pain patterns are cumulative, right? And how history really does repeat itself. And now they're like, okay, well, why? Why does this keep repeating? Why do I keep dealing with relationships like this? Because they've got wounds that the scab keeps being ripped off and they keep bleeding on everybody. They don't know what the wound is. The wound could be distrust. The wound could be not feeling good enough. The wound could be doing too much and martyring the self. The wound could be not reading the fucking writing on the wall, right? Not taking a penny for face value. It could be any number of things. Why I don't trust people. Why I don't believe I can create joy. I think life is shitty. I don't believe in myself. I don't think I'm capable. I have a lot of regrets. I have a lot of anger. I'm really sad inside. I'm grieving over the loss of this or that still. I lie to myself and tell myself this thing and that thing, and it couldn't be further from the truth. I'm blaming other people, and I haven't learned to take responsibility yet. I'm believing in something that's not fucking real. I swear to God that was the case. It's always been the case, but it's not. Maybe my ego and my pride get in the way way too much. Maybe I pop off and I get angry and I push people away and I don't realize it. Maybe I have a sharp tongue and I say things I shouldn't because I'm wounded and I got to figure out how to fucking heal that shit. There's no shame in having scars. Scars are wounds that don't bleed anymore. Think about that. Wounds, people need to heal their wounds. The scar is a reminder to never go back to that wound. You never want to cut that shit back open. Wounds are healed. They're reminders. There's nothing wrong with having scars. But there is a problem when you've got wounds and they keep reopening on people. That's what people are facing. They're trying to get their wounds to heal so that they could be constant reminders of the shit that they've gone through, battled, and conquered. All this shit is below the surface. People are thinking it and feeling it and not talking about it. So if people are wishy-washy, if people don't know what to say, sometimes people know exactly what to say and it's the wrong time and place, and they know it's the wrong time and place, and people will prod and be persistent, like, just tell me, just tell me, just tell me. And in their mind, they know exactly what the fuck they want to say, but it's wrong place, wrong time. It is not appropriate. They will not tell you. If you persist and they end up telling you, it's going to come out ass backwards. It's going to be taken wrong because they intuitively knew wrong time, wrong place. Some people, it is the right time and it is the right place to talk about it with the right person, and they just can't get their thoughts into words that are understandable even to their own head. They don't know how to say what they're feeling. They don't know how to actually let it out and let the words come out what they're thinking. They're thinking about their past and their mistakes and people that, they hurt. People have a hard time actually finding the words to admit they fucked up. What do I do? How do I fix this? It's been days already. I should have answered right away and I didn't. Now I really don't know what to say. They're probably pissed. They probably hate me. I probably hurt them even worse because it's taken me too long now. Maybe it's been more than a couple days. Maybe it's been fucking years. How do I fix that? How do I tell that person I'm sorry? How do I admit my mistake now? How do I convince myself that it's fine when I know it's not? Like, people are going through some shit. People are going through some shit. People are their own worst enemies right now. They are mucho overthinking. Chiron and Aries, it's mucho overthinking. Eris, Ceci quadrate on the South Node in Juno in opposition to this Lilith North Node energy. People are their own worst enemies. They don't know how to see past the pain they're in that they caused prior. They're having a hard time. People are having a hard time. Show some compassion and mercy today. If someone doesn't want to talk about it, it's either because they don't know how or it's wrong time and place. Have compassion and mercy. Just remind them, you know what? It's okay. You know I'm here for you, right? If you ever want to talk about it or you need an opinion, it's okay. Like, no judge. I've dealt with some shit with myself in my life too. God knows we've all made mistakes and we have a hard time figuring it out. If you ever needed advice or just someone to listen who gives a shit, like, you know I'm here, right? And just leave it at that. Because people will realize that you're good. They will realize that you really are in their corner. And they will come to you when it's the right time and place or when they have the right words. When they know how to ask the right questions. Have faith in people. People are doing a lot of deep shit. They're going through a lot of deep inner shit. And that is why I made it a point to come on today. Because not only are people going through this deep shit, because it's so deep and internal and the wheels are spinning on emotional overdrive below the surface, people don't actually know what to do with themselves in their actual 3D reality. The moon being in Virgo, people don't know what steps to take. All they can do is think on the inside. They're having a hard time, like, the wash needs to get done. The dishes need to get done. I have to go to work. I have a job to do. I can't just sit here at work and pretend I'm working and not work. Trust me. The amount of heavy shit going on underneath at the speed that it's spinning, people don't actually know what ends up. They might as well be walking around like fucking zombies because that's where they're at in their head. They feel zombified. They don't know what to do. Rather, they know what to do. They can't actually, like, compute. It's like, no comprende. Sorry, system doesn't recognize. Like, it's a malfunction. It's a mental malfunction, okay? And it's cosmic. It's fucking cosmic. I got y'all in my prayers today. I got everybody you're dealing with in my prayers today. Seriously. Seriously. No compute. No compute. It's been fucking rough. Yeah, it has been fucking rough. It's okay. We're all human. We're all dealing with this shit. It too shall pass. It's fine. To top it all off, Venus exact hit Mars today in Leo. Venus exact hit Mars at like 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time today in Leo. Venus and Mars conjunct in the sign of Leo. And they're sextiling on Zeus and Libra. People Now, if you have a Venus right return, if this is your natal Venus on 19 degrees, 18, 19, 20 degrees, right, Leo, that's where your natal Venus is. Your heart's in the right place. Your heart's in the right place and you're extremely driven. Okay, Mars is there giving you a super boost of energy and passion to keep in alignment with your heart space. Now, if it's your Mars return, your head is in the right place. Your head is in the right place and your heart is inspiring you and intuitively guiding you to look at the bright side, to stay positive, to look at the beauty in all situations, especially situations where you want to run the fuck wild or rage because you're not wrong. You're not wrong. If you're angry, there's reason why you are. You're not stupid and you're not angry for no reason, but your heart is guiding you to handle it in a certain way. Handle it with grace. Handle it with grace. Don't just explode and start punching people in the face. You know what I mean? Handle it with fucking grace. If this aspect is challenging the other areas of your chart, it's opposing Aquarian energy, and it's squaring Scorpionic energy and Taurean energy. Taurean energy. Okay. If you have strong Scorpio, Taurus, or Aquarian placements, this is going to seriously challenge you. All right? It's going to be challenging. And the reason being is because Mars and Venus being conjunct and in alignment with each other, being aligned with each other, that's a headspace, heart space, and alignment. If you are out of alignment, if you are thinking this is right, but feeling like it's not and doing it anyway, it's going to slam you. It is. If your intuition is going, do it, this is the right thing, this is the best thing for you. I know it is. Your heart space is speaking and your mind's like, yeah, but not doing it though, not doing it though, not doing it though, not going to call that shot, not making that choice. It's going to fucking hurt. It's going to hit you. This energy is going to hit you and it's going to hurt. It's going to feel like it cuts. You're going to put yourself 10 steps back kind of thing. Okay? Make sure you are acting in alignment. It has to make sense to your head and it has to make sense to your heart, which simply means it has to flow. If it's not easy, fuck yeah, it's a fuck no. Not now, not the right time. Hey. If your head space and your heart space are in alignment, shit's a no-brainer. It's fucking easy. Yup, doing that. Yup, on it. That makes sense. I'm doing it right now. It's flow. Headspace and heart space alignment, when they are integrated in their energy, when they are in union, right, working together in union, headspace and heart space, things flow easy. It's no-brainer shit. If you're arguing with yourself, you're asking for a fucking fireball to be thrown at your chest, okay? Mars and Venus together in Leo do not fucking play. Leo is a champion sign. It is a very fixed sign. It's a powerful fire sign. It rules the heart. It rules compassion. Stay fucking aligned with your awareness. Because if you've got to convince yourself to say something, it's out of alignment. If you're holding back from saying something you know you have to say, you're out of alignment. Do not let that shit hit you in the ass on the way out. Because it will. It will. Leo doesn't play games. The sign of Leo doesn't fucking play games. Venus and Mars in there, it's not playing. It's not playing. It's a go all or go home. Hit the fucking home run, grand slam, or get the fuck off the field. Don't even wear your uniform. You don't deserve it. Like, Leo plays no games. Either you go out there and you hit a grand fucking slam or you get the fuck off the field. You are not on the same team. This is team alignment. This is team alignment. You either hit a grand slam or go the fuck home. What else is going on today? I'm looking at our quincunxes here. What can benefit us? Jupiter is quincunxing Leo. So is Cupid. It's kind of yachty. The quincunxes from Jupiter retrograde in Pisces and Cupid retrograde in Capricorn at Vulcanus in Leo at 1 degree. It would really behoove you to connect with people from your past that cared about you or that you cared about them and reconcile or at least apologize for your own mistakes. If you were too consumed in the past with your own pain that you may have neglected to see how your pain was in fact hurting them, it may behoove you to reach out and say, listen, I know I wasn't in a great place back then, and I was thinking of you. And if there was ever anything I said or anything I did that hurt you, including being ignorant, just know I'm sorry. You're a good person. You didn't actually deserve that shit from me. I know you cared about me. To be honest, I cared a lot about you too. I didn't mean to hurt you if I did ever. I'm not asking, I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm not asking to reopen old doors. I just don't want to leave this life without addressing that. If I died tomorrow, it would fucking bother me that I never apologized. Even if I don't even fucking know what I did. I know I had to have hurt you in some which way, shape, or form because I was in pain at the time. And I wasn't paying attention to anybody else but myself. So I know somewhere along the line that had to hurt. You don't deserve to be hurt, especially not from me. It's a door. It's a very happy, lucky energy door because all that subconscious heavy shit that's going on below the surface starts to alleviate. It starts to alleviate, okay? I promise you, you will start to think clearer. You will start to feel more aligned. You will decide that those dishes that need to get done, let's do it. It's going to fucking flow. Let's do it. It's an easy, no-brainer choice. I could do it now. Why? Because you don't have all this heavy shit going on underneath. Making you all wishy-washy, like you don't know what to do with yourself. Today's one of those days where you could alleviate what feels like a to-do list a mile fucking long that's not going to get done. And actually start knocking shit off and feel good by the end of the day. You know what I mean? You choose your vibration. If these are the doors the universe is giving you to unlock it, Cupid's in another yod with Apollon. Cupid in Capricorn and Apollon in Scorpio, both retrograding, aiming at Admetos, right? You've got to forgive what you've witnessed from your parents' relationships too. Just because your parents did it doesn't make it okay. Just because you learned it from them doesn't make it okay. Are your parents fucking happy? Are they at joy with each other? Joy. Do they feel eternally blessed to have each other? Do their actions reflect that? Did they experience that for you to witness in your youth? Or did you experience their pain? Did you experience their wounds? Did you experience their pettiness? Did you experience their insecurities? Did you experience their fear? Did they put that shit on you and make you feel like you're not capable or you're not good enough? Or if you don't listen to them, you're going to fuck it up. Just do as I say. What did you learn and think that it was okay because they did it? Because as kids, we think our parents can do no wrong, do we not? They must be right. They're my parents. They must be. And we take that subconscious belief that turns into that unconscious level of programming and we run with it in our adulthood. And we continue to do the shit that they did. It is not okay to nitpick and bicker at your partner for stupid shit. Get over it. Do it yourself. If the trash needs to go out and your partner is not doing it, why are you harassing them? Just take the fucking trash out yourself. At some point, your partner is going to want this and want that and want this and want that. And you're going to be like, I'm sorry, I'm tired. Legit. I've been doing this all day. If I had more energy, I would. I'm not doing it to, spite you. I'm not doing it because I'm legit tired. I'm legit drained. You want to sit on the couch and watch a movie, that's fine, but I'm going to knock out. I'm not really going to be able to enjoy it. And as long as you're okay with me just being present and snoring, then we're good. Eventually, enough days of that happen while your partner's going to end up taking out the trash and making sure shit's done because they actually want to enjoy a movie with you. Because every time you fall asleep, they got nobody to talk to about it. They want to watch their favorite show with you and you keep nodding off and they can't watch more than one episode, and that sucks because they want to binge. Keep in mind, this is also a lot of energy if you know you're with the wrong partner. Okay? If you know you're with the wrong partner, wrong karmic partner, you're in a relationship that is not aligned. Maybe your person that you know you should be with is in a relationship that's not aligned. The fact of the matter is, people have to recognize that they are not locked or trapped anywhere. You're not locked or trapped in any dynamic ever. Well, I want to be with this person, but I'm stuck in this relationship, and they want to be with me too, but they're stuck in that relationship. Well, if you got that thinking, that ass backwards thinking, you're going to stay stuck and you're going to be without your person. You're just going to keep hurting yourself. You're going to keep hurting the person you're with. You're going to keep hurting any children y'all share because you don't actually want to be there and you're not actually letting things heal. You just got that wound that's bleeding and it's not ever going to turn into a scar and heal over. You're with the wrong person. You're with the wrong person. What the fuck can you do to be with the right person? Does that mean the first step is getting your own place? Yeah, but I have this huge house and, we have all of these bills and blah, blah, blah. What, you can't cut your spending? You can't downgrade your car? You'd rather hurt souls and cut souls, including kids? You'd rather hurt your actual person who wonders why you won't leave and save them out of their shit? Because it would be so nice. It would be so nice to know that they had a place to go to get out of their shit. Maybe between the two of you make more money. Go get a fucking place. Save the money. Cut your spending. Stop making excuses. Go get a second job. Are they not worth it? Sparing your person who you're with now and your kids, is that not worth it? Sparing them their wounds? Sparing them the cuts? Is that not worth it? What are you doing? People in the wrong relationships? Leo Venus gonna nail you. Take the fucking yads. Take the fucking yads. Start planning. Start taking the steps. One step at a time. You're not going to get out of your situation tomorrow, but you ain't going to get out of it ever if you don't start doing something tomorrow. I love you. I'm live. My soul mom just tried calling me. I hope she realizes I'm live. Seriously, guys. Truth bomb shit. These cosmos don't fucking lie. That's why I'm live. That's why I'm talking about it. Your mind is your own worst enemy if you think you're trapped. Your mind is your own worst enemy if you think you're trapped. Do not fuck around. Uranus is not that far out of semi-sextile with Chiron. That will still shake your fucking reality and shake your shit up. It will still shake your shit up. You think you're a fucking locked, trapped victim in some scenario you don't want to be in? You're about to get schooled by the universe, right? That goes for anybody. If they're not watching and you know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about, yo, pray for them. They're in the wrong relationship, man. Start praying for them. Call in your angels. Archangel Michael, I call you into them to help them, to protect them from themselves. Archangel Michael, I call you to their side. Protect them from themselves. Archangel Shamuel, I call you to their side to help them heal their relationship dynamics with other people and let the separation go smoothly. I call you in. Start fucking praying. I'm not actually doing zodiac signs. Eddie, this is a cosmic currency. I'm kind of going over all the different alignments and placements going on in the cosmos right now and why everybody feels ass backwards. Yeah, you got Pluto still challenging on the nodes. Like, come on, guys. We all know this shit is a fucking challenge, but we're either going to rise to it or we are going to, like, quicksand the fuck out of it, right? Focus on the yods. We got another one, Volcanus in Leo and Admetos in Gemini, aiming at Cupid. I'm telling you, Cupid, people don't understand the little details, okay? Everybody knows the main planets. People know Chiron and they know Lilith. Some people know Juno. People don't understand all this little teeny shit. People don't understand Trans-Pluto and Volcanus and Admetos and fucking all this shit. Listen, the devils are in the details. You want the fucking key out? You want the key out? Own your shit with people from your past that cared about you. That you cared about. And you don't know why it went sour. Maybe you think you know, but you really don't know why because it felt so good to be around them and it just went sideways. Call them up, be like, listen, I know I was in a lot of pain at the time, which means I had to have hurt you and didn't realize it. So if I did, just know I'm sorry. You were a good person. I enjoyed you a lot. And if I ever hurt you with my bullshit, I'm sorry. I really didn't ever want to leave this life and leave you like that. It ended on a sour note, and it shouldn't have. My bad. My bad for having the wounds I did, the pain I did, and putting that shit on you. Making you feel like you had to deal with it when it wasn't your problem. Because I know you felt like you had to help me, and it wasn't your problem, it was mine. And me not letting you help because it was my problem hurt you, and I'm sorry. I should have never put my problems on you, put my pain on you. I'm sorry. Sorry that I didn't heal the shit before meeting you. Because to be fair, I know it ain't right to put my pain on anybody, including keeping it from them because they take that shit personal. When people want to help you heal and want to help you with your wounds, and we say no, and we push people away, I don't want your help, I don't want to talk about it with you, people take it personal. Like, why? Why won't you let me love you? I love you. Why won't you let me love you? People take it personal when other people say no. I don't want to talk about it. It's not your business. People get sharp. People say things that they shouldn't. Just to get people to stop prying. Just to get people to shut up and stop trying to love them. It's not because they wanted to hurt somebody. They didn't want to hurt the person trying to love them. They didn't know how the fuck to accept their love in. It's like me seeing you and you've got this open wound in your heart bleeding out and I'm like, I know how to give stitches. I know how to do stitches. I can clean that up. You'll have a nice scar in a few weeks, but at least you won't have that open wound anymore. People don't know how to accept spiritual health. Help. They don't know how to accept spiritual health help. Emotional health help. Psychological health help. People have a hard time understanding how to receive that and saying thank you. Did you learn from your father that, your emotions have to stay in Whether you're a man or woman, did you learn from your father that your emotions have to be kept in, you deal with it? Did you learn from your mother, man or woman, right? Did you learn from your mother that you have a lot of emotions and people don't understand it when you express them? And so you don't. Because you learned when you express your emotions, people don't understand and it causes problems. How did those wounds carry into your past relationships? You trying to bury feelings and not express them because you were afraid someone wouldn't understand. That it would cause problems. You assumed because it's what you learned. Not realizing the person in your life at the time was not your father and they weren't your mother. They were a completely different person that actually cared about what you felt and what you were thinking to help you. See, that's the difference. Maybe your father and your mother didn't connect in that way. Maybe your father didn't sit down with your mother and say, babe, what are you feeling? Help me understand. Genuine. Maybe he didn't. But the person in front of you was doing that. They genuinely cared. And they might not understand, but that doesn't mean it was going to make it worse because they had a genuine intention to understand. Think about this. There's a lot of things on the subconscious that are coming forward to heal with this cosmic energy. There's a lot of shit there. Can you guys actually see how many different aspects are going on? Those are just the tight aspects. The tight ones mean it's within 1 degree. 1 degree of accuracy. If I were to put this shit on orbs, because the sun has like a 10-degree orb, you know how many more lines would be in there? It'd be filled. Just the fact that there is this many is insane. There's so much going on. There is so much going on. And there's some major players in play. The Venus-Mars conjunction. The sun moving into trine with Neptune. If you think people are wishy-washy now, oh, you just wait until the sun actually hits 23 degrees Cancer. And it's trining exact on Neptune at 23 degrees Pisces. People are going to be wishy-washy as fuck. Their head is going to be somewhere else. You ever stand around and watch people and they're just staring off into space? Or you're having a conversation with them and they just completely zone out? That's that Neptune Piscean energy being blasted and highlighted by the sun. People are going to present wishy-washy as hell. Why? Because they're dealing with an internal world outside of this world. They're going to appear wishy-washy as shit. They're going to appear completely zoned out, and it's because they are. They got a lot going on under there. And they don't know what to do. Okay? So, I hope that helps. I hope that helps everybody understand what the hell is going on, okay, with this energy, why people are reacting the way they are, or why people are holding back the way they are, or they're staying very much in their shell, right? I hope this helps you understand. Hold compassion and mercy for yourself. Hold compassion and mercy for other people. They fucking need it right now. They need it. Everybody's emotions are on a hairpin trigger. People are either going to get emotionally explosive in a crazy way, or they're going to get emotionally explosive in a tearing, crying, vulnerable way. Emotions are on a hairpin trigger, guys. All kinds of shit's going to come out of people's mouths. Recognize when they're saying it because they mean it, or they're saying it because they're extremely emotional. Not that it negates whatever truth is attached to it, but it's coming out from a very emotional place. Cut people some slack. Some people wouldn't in a million years say it like that, say it to you, say it at all, say it in that way. But because the emotions are so high and so much under pressure on the inside, People could definitely say things out of an emotional reaction, emotional response that they wouldn't normally say. And they'd be like, you know, in hindsight, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for saying it like that. I'm sorry for snapping like that. I'm sorry for losing my shit. You know, I lost emotional control. I would be floored if over the next 2 weeks, not a single person didn't have some kind of insane emotional reaction to some shit. It just is. Emotions are not your enemy. Emotions are not your enemy. If you are in pain, it's because there's a belief or a thought process or a perspective in here that is not aligned with the truth. If you feel like you are in pain, there is a belief in here that is not aligned with the truth. It doesn't feel good to worry about money. Why? Because the reality, the truth is money is not actually something you need to stress about when you're in alignment. Whatever you need just manifests. I know. I've been living that way for the last 4 fucking years. When you're in alignment, in trust of money, everything you need just has a way of being there. Everything. So if it doesn't feel good to worry about money, stop. If it doesn't feel good to wish you had more money, then stop. Stop focusing on money. Focus on your alignment and feeling good instead. So the universe has a way to bring the money energy into you, into your reality. I fucking found $50 on the ground. I had a random donation of $1,500 come in a few years ago. A random donation of $1,500 come in a few years ago. I was just in alignment. I didn't know how the fuck I was going to pay my rent. I asked my angels. I said, angels, I was stressed out like crazy last month. And I know we made it down to the fucking hours. I know we made it, but can we not stress me out over money? Can I have this shit paid in advance? 3 days later, and I just went about my day. I put the intention out there that I didn't want to stress about it, put the intention out there, and 3 days later, I got a random ass donation for $1,500 fucking dollars. And it covered my rent. 2 months in a row, covered my rent for 2 months. I had a roommate. Splitting rent. Thank you, universe. Alignment does that. If you need extra money and you don't know how you're going to do it, your boss just might say, hey, you want a few hours OT? You might have a friend that says, hey, I can throw you $50 if you could help me do this weekend. Hey, my car is broken down. Can I throw you $20 for a ride? Knowing it's only going to cost you a few bucks in gas, and you're like, fuck yeah, I'll take it. Of course I will. Thank you. I could actually use it right now. Opportunity presents itself. Money presents itself. It's just an energy that runs with alignment. You're either aligned or you're not. But you will always have enough. You will always cover your needs. You always manifest the right people who fucking care, and you have an equal energy exchange. If you don't know about the 5 forms of currency, the 5 forms of energetic currency, it is the pinned post on my page. The 5 forms of currency. Just because you can't pay someone back in money does not mean you can't pay them back as with an equal exchange in another way. And just because you're giving someone money does not mean that they're not giving you an equal exchange of another type of energy. And if you start looking at shit that way, you'll stop worrying. Right? Get in alignment, guys. Get in alignment, because this headspace, heart space, aligned energy, getting knocked on your ass if you don't type shit. I know it is fucking hard to take the steps, but when the moon is in Virgo, it behooves you to take the steps. Even if it's just the first one. 1 is better than 0. You know the steps you need to take and you don't take any, shame on you. Shame on you. Real note. Real note. That is the bulk of the major shit that's going on. And that is definitely the gateways out. There's also some darker keys out. People lose their fucking emotional shit and they stop thinking about what the fuck they're saying. They're going to start losing people real quick, dropping like flies. It's going to be a major reality check for them. People start taking their emotional shit and their emotional pain and start bleeding on the wrong people who are tired of cleaning up that fucking mess. They're going to start losing people left and right, and they're going to realize their alignment got them alone. Positive alignment brings in the right people. Negative alignment pushes those people away. It's super simple. People will learn the hard way if they choose no other way. It's a given. People will always learn the hard way if there is no other way for them to learn. There is always the hard way. So, I hope this helps everybody. Until next time, guys, I am here. Reminder that my PM is backed up. I will get there in divine time when I get there. Right? We get there when we get there. And I will have the Zodiac readings up on YouTube. So if you're not familiar with my YouTube channel, it is Divine Rebel on YouTube. Okay? If you need any of my links or anything like that, I have them all on Grace Aurora's Facebook page in my About section. All of my links are there. Okay, you can find me on any of my platforms. All right? My prayers are with all of you plus some. My prayers are with all of you plus some. I'm calling in all my angels to help you out. I know this shit's not easy. I know, but it's doable, right? Nothing's impossible. Take care, everybody. Bye.